All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now Ryan on first down. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kyler Fackrell able to drop him for a loss of a couple. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Well, this pass complete. Ryan finding Hardy. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Motion.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back them up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Easy, alert. Rush in. Hey, check. 11. Watch it, watch the curls. Check, 55 to mine.
Now it's locked. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. That defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. When you practice these situations, it's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic and get you scored on again.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan forced out to his left. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end. Zone for a touchback. 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
61, matchbox lights. Switch, switch. Kill.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check. Lucky.
Now Luck defers to Mack. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Single.
12. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Check. Watch the twist.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there.
45's the mark. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
They are going for it. It's Luck. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready, go out.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
On second down, Freeman. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Mike, 58, right there. What we got? What we got? What we got? Let him go.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons push further out in front. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
55 is my guy, 55. 12. Hey, here I come.
Go.
Here I come.
On first down, it's Long. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Right?
And Freeman lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on second down.
12. Go ahead.
Here's Locke. Finding Paris Campbell, and there's Campbell's first NFL catch. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout, but let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
21.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Caught by Sanu. And they work this out past the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 17-7 to score on EA Sports. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for... Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
7 yards there and a first down.
11.
On first down, Ryan. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
54, South.
To throw again, Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Throwing is Locke. Catch made here by Campbell. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack on first down, Ryan, he goes full extension, and he's got it. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And some room to roam now. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
After the interception, it's Luck. That'll be caught by Rodgers. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
You don't want it. Check 9, check 9.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Luck. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
Check 52.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Protein spill.
They'll run it with Mack. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking to run with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will
And now here is another interception. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Vinatieri now for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking deep for Julio. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Up 11B. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Now Locke. It's caught by Funchess. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, Locke. Funchess has it complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Clock throwing again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. This from 54 yards away. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
And he's got some space here. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 7.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Ready, Blue 80. Blue 80. Gun. I'm going back to you.
From the gun, it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Colts 45, Falcons 24. Matt Bosher to kick off for Atlanta.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Check, go get him, go get him, go get him. Check, 45 to my.
Luck on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And down he'll go at the 25. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Hey, Alpha.
To throw again on second down. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Pierre Desir. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll start on the ground with Mack, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They go right back to Mack. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, Echo. 59. Watch the run. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And that is incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They are going for it. It's Love. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Luck now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
He goes to you, it's you. It comes to me, it's me.
A shotgun snap for Love. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 48, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Down, ready, back 25. Blue there. 61, down. Go.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
59, ready. 280. Here we go. Check. 24, single, slot. 5, 25,
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, wide open receiver, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
let's go.
17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. They'll run on first down. Freeman, down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Second and 6 at the Colts 23-yard line.
20. You must be dreaming. Hey, take that.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Ryan now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Freeman again. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Check out.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Monday. Check. Strong right. Hot. Slam. Check. Crunch.
Luck gives this one off to Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
12.
From the gun, here's Luck. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just 1 fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's what I'm talking about.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Ryan. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. Airing it out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 72 yards. As his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close. 1 score. There he goes, right side. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, 78 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan caught by Sanu. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Back to throw, Love. He completes this one to Mack. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Watch the screen. Watch twist. 11V. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Bandit.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
55. Cut.
Here's Locke. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is goes into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And he will not make it into the end zone, but there is a flag down far side of the field, so let's see what that's all about. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
25! 59, ready!
One last shot for Ryan. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week.